bowling mechanics demands precision behind the scenes and on the lanes. College bowling's pinnacle event, the Intercollegiate Team Championships, where only the highest rollers are rewarded. The pins are set up. These ladies have their eyes on the prize, the Helmer Cup.
Welcome to Wichita, Kansas. Proud Wichita bowling heritage starts out at the elementary school level, works its way into collegiate play. Welcome to the 2007 Intercollegiate Team Championships. Hello again, everybody. I'm Mike Jakubowski, laneside. Joining me, three-time Denny's PBA Tour titleist and college bowling champion. That's what I'm talking about, Sean Rash. How do you work that swagger in when all this pressure's on the line?
Well, right now the players are just trying to get used to the lights and get comfortable with the lane conditions. The biggest thing is trying to, come through those obstacles and move forward.
Let's take a look at the latest college bowling polls. The entire field very well represented.
Well, the biggest difference out here right now is Wichita State. The funny thing, I think, is they've been ranked in the top 10 longer than I've been alive. That's pretty impressive.
And Wichita State finds himself in the championship match. Talk to me about their personnel.
Well, they are led by two great players, Alicia Curran and Emily Mayer. These players have so much experience and knowledge, they're going to have to step up today.
And they are getting set to face the Bearcats of McKendree College. What's McKendree got going for them?
Well, McKendree's a Cinderella team. They've got one player that's got a lot of credentials, Rebecca Dyers, and she's going to have to do something special today to help their team be successful.
We're excited about that. College bowling excitement from the first ball to the last. Let's shoe up, set them up, and get rolling.
The Baker format, the best 4 out of 7 games in match play, double elimination, leading to best 2 out of 3 in the finals. Set up the Baker format, 5 players combining for 1 score.
Well, Mike, you got 5 bowlers throwing 2 shots each. Your leadoff bowler throws the first and 6th frame. Your anchor bowler, the normal better bowler, bowls in the 10th frame.
The hometown Wichita State fans on their feet cheering on the Shockers. Sean, let's take a look at the McKendree Brain Trust.
Well, here you have Gary White on the left and Steve Boxerman on the right. These two guys are just so excited to be here. It's their first time here.
And Olympian and Hall of Famer on the flip side.
You've got Mark Lewis and Crystal Scott. These two know about success.
And here we go. Off and running with the Intercollegiate Team Championships. Leading off for McKendree, Allison McDonald, a senior from Mechanicville, New York.
This is going to be your leadoff bowler. She's the one that's got to get things started here. Without her, you have nothing.
Opening shot, left lane. Went up a bit high, 3-9. Kind of bit Yankee on that first shot. Packs a little opening jitters, Sean.
Well, you can see her there wiping her hand on her shirt. Looks like she might have slipped off the ball a little. That caused her to miss left.
3-9 spare. Team reaction on that opening shot. Everybody wants to get into it. The power of the lights, everything good. Ball change on a spare.
Well, the key here is to hit the one in the front.
Wide left, 8 open in the first for McKendree.
Well, she's got her teammates there to support her here the rest of the game. Not a very good start for McKendree, but it's still early.
Opening shot, Sweet 16, Rocio Restrepo for Wichita State.
Yeah, Mike, the 2005 National Colombian Champion. She came here because of Wichita State alumni Sarah Vargas and Clara Guerrero, 2 great international bowlers.
And the freshman for the Shockers opening shot coming up high, baby split.
Yeah, the baby split, it's not the real easy shot to come through the first shot on TV, but not bad.
Cross lane, tough spare, opening shot. We take a look at that reaction from Rocio. Getting it off your hand for that first tough spare.
Yeah, the key here is to hit the pin on the right side. That lead pin is the 3 pin. Get the ball to deflect into the 10.
And a nice conversion on the baby. And that'll get the Shockers fired up and the hometown crowd.
Yeah, the key, again, hitting the pin on the right side and having the ball deflect into the 10 pin. You can see the reaction there. She knows she got the team in the right direction.
Second frame for the McKendree Bearcats, just out of St. Louis in Lebanon, Illinois. Bowling 27 is Erica Seibel, the senior.
Erica really just wants to thank her parents. She says Ken, her father, is the one that got her here.
Wearing the wireless microphone, see if we can get some comments out of her. Second frame. Pocket shot! Late 10 pin.
Now that will get your team pumped up no matter what it is or who it is. I know on tour, when I see Tommy Jones throwing shots like that, I just don't want to bowl against him.
Here it is, ball light in the pocket, Sean. Where's that head pin go?
The head pin goes there to the left side of the wall, starts to come rolling around, and eventually knocks the 10 pin out.
First strike of the contest. And a nice reaction. Now up for Wichita, 2-7. It's the sophomore right-hander, Melissa Hurst, out of Derby, Kansas.
This is a good story here, Mike. Last year at the end of the season, she was going to transfer schools, go to another school, decided to stay at Wichita State. Now she's on TV trying to help her team bowl for a national championship.
Second frame for the Shockers. High in the nose. What do you call that?
Well, that shot right there, it looked like she didn't get it far enough right. Comes up a little high, leaves a 3-6-9-10 combination. One of the hardest spares we shoot at as a right-hander.
This is one of those where I've heard that it feels more like a double when you make this one.
This spare here is definitely makes your knees cringe.
Ah, a bit outside.
Looks like she just didn't hit her target maybe got a little too far to the right. Ball didn't react in the back part of the lane to make the spare.
Give me more college bowling. We'll be back with more of the Intercollegiate Team Championships. The USBC Intercollegiate Team Championships, pinnacle of college bowling since 1975, from the opening ceremonies to the coaches shootout, Sean.
Yeah, this is a tradition that is just fun for the coaches. They get to participate a little bit as well.
Big news early in the tournament. Defending champions Lindenwood defeated out of the tournament by Pikeville.
The pressure was just really on.
The McKendree Bearcats, Sean, picking their way through this field.
The big match, Mike, was bowling Penn State. They beat them 4-2 in the semifinal.
In my 4 years that I've been here, we've come to nationals once and we got out in the first couple rounds, and it just feels so good to finally make it this far.
The path to glory for the hometown Shockers, getting through hometown rival Newman twice, and then against Central Florida, lost in the first match and then defeated last year's national runner-up.
It was just more about making great shots. We just took the pressure from the fans and from everybody else, and we just put it all into positive aspects. So it was a great time.
16 teams make it to these national finals, Sean. What about the other finishers?
Fresno State, one of the teams supposed to be in the finals this week, lost in 2. Other finishers as Pikeville, disappointing respectively 7th place finish. One team, though, with a great week this week, Penn State University, tied for 3rd.
And we're back to the action. Third frame, McKendree College. Chelsea Walker, the freshman from Energy, Illinois.
Let's see if Chelsea can bring some more energy to the lane here, trying to catch a double off of that great shot her teammate just had.
Third frame for the Bearcats. A high hit. Oh my, maximum penalty.
Well, just a kind of disappointing shot. She thought it was going to stay there high flush. Hooked a little bit here down lane. You'll see it starting to go right about here. Leaves the 4-6-7 split.
Just pick up the count here.
Biggest port thing here, get 2 pins.
And 1, 8 open in the third, 34 through 3 for McKendree. Let's take a look at this interesting angle.
We've got the overhead view here. Great slide, balance, follow through right there on the right side of her body. You see the ball here, missed the 4 pin, hitting the 7, losing 2 pins of count there. This might be important later in the game.
38, the Oreo bowler for the Wichita State Shockers is Felicia Wong, the senior from Calgary, Alberta.
The thing about Felicia, she's the only left-hander bowling on the show today on the women's side. This could be important. She's the only one over there.
Oreo for the bowler in the middle. Here's the left-hander. And a mix, and hey, took the back row out.
She kind of did the same thing that Erica Seibel did for McKendree. She had the messenger come across and take the 7 pin out instead of the 10 pin. Friend of mine, Jason Couch on tour, he knows all about this shot right here.
Got them all. Hey, yeah. Get that hometown crowd fired up. 49 now, the slot, the anchor setup is Christina Young, freshman from Aurora, Illinois.
Christina Young, double major in psychology and criminal justice. Hope she's ready for a lot of reading.
Fourth frame for the Bearcats. Pocket. Oh, weak tap.
Pretty good shot right there off the open off her teammate. I think she's pretty excited with what she just did there, though.
What causes that weak 10?
Well, it's almost a ring 10. You see the 6 pin go around the 10 pin there on the corner. She likes it right there on her knee bend.
Cross lane for the spare.
You see here she changed balls again. It's her spare ball. Nice and straight. Good spare.
A good 10-pin spare, and look at that team camaraderie. It's so important here in the Baker system, and you see the coach chatting, and just the communication element of what happens here is so important. Number 49 for the Shockers, Emily Meyer.
Emily Meyer, two-time Junior Team USA member. She's from Reno Sparks, Nevada.
Another great bowling area. National Bowling Stadium out there. 4th frame for the Shockers. Bit high, and crumbling the 3-6-9-10, leaving the 3.
Really good break there, Mike. Could have been shooting the 3-6-9-10. A spare teammate missed earlier in the match. Luckily for her, all she has to do is shoot the 3-pin now.
How do you approach a 3-pin? Do you hook at it? Do you throw straight at it?
Most bowlers typically will shoot straight at it. Women have spare balls, men have spare balls. You normally see people throwing it straight. She goes with the other approach, hooks it a little bit, but makes the spare.
How much does the lane condition play into the spare making?
Well, this week they're bowling on a sport pattern, so it's a little bit more challenging.
Number 50, Rebecca Dyers for the Bearcats.
Her coach told me after they made the finals, she's the one that has to be the team leader today.
Anchor bowler, 5th frame. Stay outside.
A little bit right. Doesn't look like she hit her target, but it's still a pretty easy spare to make.
Even though you're the anchor player, you still have to get that first shot off your hand.
That's the key, Mike. You want to make sure you throw a good shot. Let your teammates know that when it comes up for the 10th frame, you're lined up and ready to go.
And looks like a ball change again on the spare. And a nice conversion.
Yeah, you're seeing the women change balls to a spare ball, something that goes pretty straight. This gives them an idea of what the ball is going to do. Really good spare shot here by Rebecca.
And there it is. 1, 2, 4. Sayonara. And anchor player, Hawaii 5-0. It's Alicia Current.
Alicia Current, another Junior Team USA member, transferred schools to bowl for Wichita State. While at Farley Dickinson University, though, she was the 2003 Collegiate Bowler and Rookie of the Year.
Pocket swish.
What a great shot there. Getting some information from her teammates. The other couple shots have been far and left inside. She made the move. Great read, great ball reaction. Just a really good shot.
Experience at the anchor position. Alicia Current and a little bit of body English. And some McKendree College fans on hand supporting the home team representing. We'll be back with more after this. Mike Jakubowski back with Sean Rash. Who's your hometown fan now?
The shot of Old Town Wichita, Kansas here. What a beautiful sight.
And the crowd excited about collegiate bowling, and the bowlers themselves excited to be here, opening up with the opening dinner. Sean, you're no stranger to this event.
No, I was fortunate enough to be a two-time All-American, 2003 champion at Wichita State. But this wasn't about me. This was about these players this year. This is a time for them to be recognized for their great individual success from their teams.
And let's take a look at the first team All-Americans, among other award winners.
You've got Kayla Bandy, Emily Meyer, Karen Rosbrin, Alicia Current, and Jamie Foster, which is also your Rookie of the Year. And my old coach, Mark Lewis, is the Coach of the Year.
USBC Hall of Famer. And here's a look at Kayla Bandy, Bowler of the Year, Player of the Year from Pikeville, Kentucky. Let's find out more about her.
Those guys were my inspiration when I was younger. I started bowling when I was younger. My mom and dad were friends with the owners of the bowling center that we bowled at. My brother was into bowling. This was my doubles partner when we were younger, Mary Catherine and me. I'm piecing it out. Then a couple times I'd beat the guys and they'd be like, oh, she beat you, she beat you. This was when the pros came to Danville before. I always got so excited when they came. Oh my goodness, I'm glad my mom got all these outfits that are really cute in these pictures. I didn't really even know a lot about going to college and bowling until Ladina and Mr. Dan were like, hey, you want to go to college and bowl? Volleyball keeps me in shape. I was like, Pikeville, where's that? This was my other love, but Coach Cameron wouldn't let me play because he was scared to get hurt. And it was just like family when I went there. So ever since then, I've been happy as ever. And it's an unbelievable feeling to be picked out of all those competitors out there that could have been Player of the Year because it was so tight of a race.
Nice to meet you, Kayla. I'm sure you'd rather be out on the lanes. And we are out on the lanes. Here's Allison McDonald. Sean, she pulled 2 shots in the first frame.
Yeah, she didn't have a good start to the game, but now she has a chance to redeem herself with a good shot here.
Didn't look like it had anything on it, leaving the picket fence.
Well, she missed right. It's a little different than her last shot, but still, she doesn't seem comfortable.
After 2 pulls, looks like the anti-left shot.
Yeah, instead of missing left this time, she missed a little bit to the right, doesn't hook back, doesn't hit the head pin, leaves herself a tough spare.
Spare ball on the conversion.
Yeah, like most of her teammates, and just like she did in the first frame, changing balls for the spare.
Key is to try to get them all with the ball, and 3 out of 4, 2 open frames.
That's just a bad break, Mike. She hit the left side of the head pin, trying to get the ball to deflect into the rest of the pins. You see the good follow through there by Allison. You see the ball go into the left side of the head pin, just didn't deflect far enough to the left, leaves that 7 pin on the left side standing.
76th open through the 6th. Now Rocio Restrepo for Wichita State.
Looks pretty good. Oh no, a 7-10.
The equalizer.
That's just a terrible break. Trying to work off the strike that Alicia just threw. You've got the information coming from the teammates as well. She made the move left. She threw a really good shot. Just like I said, a terrible break.
Ow. Good off your hand, and you got to stare that down.
Yeah, the key here now is to get one. Hopefully it bounces. You know, it's only been made 3 times on the PBA Tour on TV.
Oh, good effort.
Good effort for sure. She got the 1, she got the pin count. Can't do much about a good shot there.
93 open through the 6th for Wichita State. That's a 16-pin lead. Here in game 1, best 2 out of 3 determines the national champion. Now, 7th frame, Erica Seibel.
Yeah, this is the person that looked lined up and looked really comfortable her first shot. Let's see what she can do here on her second shot.
Coming right at you. Hit high, 6.
That time looked like she dropped it off her hand, got a little bit to the left, but she leaves her a makeable spare. It's a good opportunity for her team to get back into the match.
What causes you to pull it left in those circumstances and then point it that way?
Well, normally it's late timing. The ball gets out in front of you, shoulders are already pulled.
Spare ball again.
Good follow through there, makes a spare.
I think I have a couch set back then. Seibel on the spare for the Bearcats. Now we turn it over. 7th frame for Wichita State, Melissa Hurst. She was high in the 2nd frame, leaving a 3.69.10.
Let's see if the information she got from her teammates helped her make a good shot here.
Almost tripped the bucket.
Yeah, it looked like her elbow got a little bit to the right. Bowlers typically call that the chicken swing, but good break, leaving just 1.
Tendency to go left and then go right. Is that a common factor?
That's typical to any bowler. Sometimes you grab it, you big 4, the next time you miss it and you leave a 2-10 is how we kind of think of it. But good break here, just shooting a 2-pin.
7th frame. All over that single pin.
Chooses to hook out of it. You know, most people would shoot straight at it, but she made the spare, so they're on the board.
And those are McKendree fans cheering on Chelsea Walker. 38, 8th frame for the Bearcats. She opened back in the 3rd on a high hit.
Yeah, it was high, definitely a little bit to the right.
And the same kind of situation, right, left.
Well, that shot right there looked like she fell off balance, meaning she started to slide and then she falls off to the right. You can see it right here. Automatically lets go and you can see her move to the right.
Fall right, ball moves right.
Most happen, I mean, you see a golf swing, pull it, everything goes to the left. You know, this is the opposite. She pulls it to the right and falls off to the right.
On the 1-2-4 spare, Chelsea Walker. Oh, so close, Chop City.
Yeah, she was looking for the deflection for the ball to go from the 1 into the 2 into the 4. Just goes straight back. The 2-pin goes left of the 4-pin. Not a good situation.
Man, that's a sickening feeling when you let that ball go and you see that happening, and there it is. Ow. Well, I tell you, Wichita State can take control of this match in the 8th frame. Felicia Wong struck back in the 3rd frame. 3rd highest average in the nation for the Portsider.
That shot looked good off her hand.
And can't get the 7 to fall.
That we call a weak 7, where the 4-pin just lays there in the channel. You think it's going to tip over and kick the 7 out. There's just not enough on it.
The only left-hander on the pair playing way outside.
Yeah, you don't see many left-handers play right of 10. It's just natural for them. They don't have a whole lot of transition on the lane. They don't have to do a whole lot of moving.
Spare ball. Pulled it.
Well, it looked like her foot kind of slipped or stuck. Right here, you see the ball miss the pin to the right side, giving them a 9-0. And like I said, her foot either slipped or stuck. tell by that angle she didn't like it off her hand.
Coach Mark Lewis rallying the troops. We'll be back with more from Wichita. Welcome back to the Rock in Wichita, Kansas. Third time the Intercollegiate Team Championships have made their way into Wichita. Sean, let's remember back to last year and the Cherry Bowl. A couple of newcomers in the finals.
Yeah, you had Lindenwood University bowling UCF Knights from Central Florida. What a great championship match that was.
Lindenwood takes game 1, but then high drama in game 2.
Collegiate Bowler of the Year Stephanie Nation doubles in the 10th for the UCF Knights.
Forcing Jessica Lesaganich to do the same, and she did. Double and 8, 1-pin victory, Lindenwood, 2006 USBC Intercollegiate Team Champions. Championship match of the USBC Intercollegiate Team Championships underway.
This is an important shot here. It gets her team back into the match. They're down about a mark and a half.
Hey, there's a strike right in the pocket.
How about that one for McKendree? That's what they are looking for. Strike in the 9th, set up Rebecca in the 10th. You could see the fans that they have getting excited. That's what you're talking about right there, Mike.
She got a handful.
Yes, she did. High flush. You can see it. She likes it.
High flush 10 in the parking lot. That's a strike. Emily Meyer now can answer back. 9th frame, anybody's ball game here in game 1.
First shot was left. Second shot is left. The dreaded Big 4 split.
Big 4. Big opportunity for Bearcats.
You can see from the view here, the ball's coming in through the middle of the head pin, normally leaving a big split. That's exactly what she left.
Count very important here.
Very important. 2 pins is 2 pins. It's not on a mark, but it's still important.
And on the 2, 129 open. And now the McKendree Bearcats, it's in their favor. A double and 8 to shut out. Here's Rebecca Dyers.
This is a really important shot here.
Oh no, going to church.
She made the move from the 5th frame. She liked it about 45 feet down the lane. Same shot as Emily's, going right through the middle of the head pin. She gets 5 instead of 6. Not what her team needed in the 10th frame.
Absolutely has to make this, or Wichita State wins.
Goes for the 3 on the right, hoping for a bounce. Ends up with a total score of 128. Wichita State already has 129 in the 9th. This gives Alicia a chance to kind of get comfortable, throw a couple shots. Their team knows they already won the first game.
Shockers up game 1. This is just to finish off the game. They're going to be switching lanes, though, Sean.
Yeah, switching lanes is a big change. You know, they've already had a team bowl over there. You've bowled on the other lane. You got comfortable. Now you're switching. She leaves 8 here. She leaves the 3-10 split. Doesn't really matter.
Playing the inside angle. Looks like she came over 16 at the arrows.
Yeah, most women don't play this far left, but with the pattern this week and the typical building of North Rock having drier heads, the ball hooks more here, so everyone's a little bit farther left.
Game 1, Shockers. That's 2 of 3. What do you look for in game 2?
Well, the Bearcats have got nothing to lose. They need to go for it.
Back with more bowling on CSTV right after this. Back at the Rock for the USBC Intercollegiate Team Championships. Wichita State taking game 1, 138-128. And Sean Rash is down lane side with McKendree Bearcats head coach Gary White.
Coach, 5 open frames in the first game. What's it going to take to be able to compete in the second game?
Well, we've got to get the ball in a little bit better play. I think we're a little nervous that first game. This is our first time in the finals, so I think we get them settled down, get the ball in a little bit better play, and get some easy makeable spares. It's the splits hurt, but we just got to get in play a little bit better.
Well, best of luck in game 2, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Wichita State fans ready to cheer on their Shockers. National champions 7 times, going for their 8th. Game 2, 1 up on McKendree. Rocio Restrepo will start it off here in game 2, first frame. Coming up a bit high, looking for a 6 kick, leaving the single pin.
Not a bad shot for the first shot on the left lane. Definitely a little bit left of her target. Leaves an easy makeable spare, leaving just a 6 pin. What a fortunate break there not to leave a split.
Move into that left lane, causing some concerns?
Well, it's the first shot jitters all over again. You haven't been on that lane yet. You haven't thrown a shot there since practice. Like I said, not a bad shot. Good start with a 9 spare.
All over the 6 pin, Rocio Restrepo for the Shockers. And it's just a very confident shot here.
Yeah, after she lets go, she walks away, she turns around, she knows she made it.
Gary White and Mark Lewis each have subs on the bench, and they've each decided to go with their original starting 5, so Allison McDonald will bowl the first here in game 2 for McKendree.
First shot for her, left again.
Hold it into the nose, baby split.
Yeah, just like Rosia, you know, first shot jitters on the lane again, trying to read the lane for your teammates. I just don't think she's real comfortable right now.
All the lights, all the pressure, cross lane with the spare ball.
Yeah, you see that she changed balls again. She's trying to hit the ball on the right side of the 3-pin. Does the opposite, hits the left side. You see the pin bounce around the 10.
Open frame for McKendree.
Here in the replay, decides to go to the left side of the 3-pin. Pin wraps around the 10, leaves the 10 standing.
Second frame for the Shockers, Melissa Hurst.
Good knee balance.
Crossing over.
Goes Brooklyn. First couple shots have been left for the Shockers. What a view here from the top. This is all about timing. You can see the ball letting go right there by her left foot. That's pretty good timing for me.
Cross lane again with a spare ball.
Changing balls again, something hard and straight. Right over her target. Makes a spare.
Yeah, good spare. Good spare for Melissa Hurst. Wichita State looking to win this final game and get their 8th national collegiate title. Mark Lewis, the USBC Hall of Famer, passing on the bowling knowledge as Erica Seibel steps up, second frame. Bearcats need to get something going here.
She had a really good game 1 with 2 marks, a spare and a strike. Ball looks wide.
Oh, that's a mess.
Leaves a washout. This is not an easy spare right here.
Ball outside again.
She thinks she can hit her target, misses to the right, leaves the 1-2-8-10 washout. Doesn't look happy about it.
How much more difficult is this with the double wood on a difficult than a typical washout?
Yeah, it's definitely harder. You still want to get the head pin going into the 10 pin on the right side.
Oh my, 6 out.
6 out. She missed right, she dropped it. Not a good start for the Bearcats here.
Filling frames the key here in the Baker format as we look at Felicia Wong in the 3rd.
Lone lefty.
Oh, there we go.
High flush again, Mike. She definitely looks excited, happy to be here. She's just having a great time.
The left-hander.
She might have got some advice from her sister, Samantha Wong. Bowled for Wichita State for 4 years, bowled on TV a couple times. But she's left-handed.
Darn lefties. Now we're looking at Chelsea Walker, 3rd frame for Bearcats. Really got to get something near the pocket here.
She wasn't real comfortable the first game. Missed a little bit right there. Leaves the head pin with the 1-2-4-7 combination. Good follow through. Just too far right of her target.
Ball outside target line, a picket fence. Really need to fill the frame here, Bearcats.
Gonna shoot it just like she shot the 1-2-4 in the first game. Try to get the ball to deflect. Just like that. Great spare.
All 4 spare for McKendree here in game 2 of this championship. Best 2 of 3. Shockers up 1 game, and the Shockers fans up 1 game. Proud bowling tradition at Wichita State University goes way back. Sean, you're from Alaska. What brought you to the Wichita State bowling program?
Mike, this is a place that I thought I would become the best bowler possible. To be able to get on tour, the student athletes come here for a reason. This is the opportunity to learn, get excited about school, graduating, and go on tour.
They came out from the start, you know, the women's teams, and they've bowled in almost every nationals. And you have 2 really prestigious coaches, and I think that is just huge when deciding where you want to go. You know, you want to go somewhere where you're going to learn the most, where you feel that you're going to come out of college with a great deal of knowledge.
Wichita State has also had so many people that have gone on to the professional level, and every time one of those players makes it onto TV, you know, Wichita State, college bowling, this player graduated from there. You know, all of those things add up to the great program and the history, and that's why it's associated with it.
The Shockers looking to add more hardware to that storied trophy case. We'll be back with more after this. Welcome back to the Rock, North Rock Lanes here in Wichita, Kansas. It's Mike Jakubowski along with collegiate champion, PBA three-time tour winner Sean Rash. We're in the fourth frame. Wichita State Shockers, Emily Meyer bowling in the 4-9, fourth frame.
Looks pretty good there, Mike.
Hey, that's a strike.
High flush, catches a double for Wichita State. Teammates are excited. Head coach Gordon Vatican in the stands, also excited.
That's the first double of the match.
First double we've seen in 2 games. You can see the ball going through the pins the right way there, right through the 1-3-5-9. Perfect in our sport right there.
And now for McKendree, Christina Young, looking to get the Bearcats on the right track.
She was hot in game 1, 2 pocket shots.
And a ball outside.
Just misses her target to the right down lane. She probably liked it in the front part of the lane, but her angles were a little bit off here. Going to the right here, you can see, just never really hooks back.
Rough start for McKendree. 2 out of 3 open frames. Really need to make a spare here. Oh, another one wide right.
This is not the start McKendree wanted for game 2, especially with Wichita State having a double. Alicia Current can step up here in the 5th and almost blow the lead out of proportion.
Hawaii 5-0, chance to book him. Dano, 5th frame, Alicia Current. Switch zone, 2-4-5.
Looks like she just threw it a little bit hard. She threw it through the break point. That's what I mean by throwing it hard. The ball never really got into a spot to hook. See, it starts to come there at the end, behind the head pin. Leaves the 2-5-8 spare here.
I was going to say, make that a 2-5-8 double wood, tough spare. Again, on the right.
Ball's on the right. She's trying to hit the pin in the front and kind of get the ball to go through the pins the right way. She just never got it slow enough to get to that first pin.
94 open through the 5th for Wichita State. We go now to Rebecca Dyer's 5th frame for Bearcats. Gonna cross, catching a break on the strike. Could it be the beginning of the comeback for McKendree?
Well, that's the way to do it, is throwing strikes. Being down 46 pins after 4 frames, this gives them an opportunity to step up in the second half of the game and make a comeback. I know a Brooklyn strike I'd take on TV any day.
Any strike's a good strike, and while we have a break in the action, let's learn how to throw a two-handed strike with our Collegiate Bowling Rookie of the Year.
Hi, I'm Jamie Foster. I'm a freshman from Pikeville College, and I'm here to show you that two-handed is not a form of cheating. First of all, I get my feet set while the ball is resting in my left hand. And once my feet are set, I then wipe off my right hand to make sure there's nothing on it. And I input the fingers into the insert. Most two-handed bowlers use their thumb, but I don't. And I do have a thumb hole that is drilled, and I just let that rest there. And then I wipe my left hand once my ball is in my right hand. And I get it set, and I get my body square, and then I just go. We put an extra hand on the ball, and it allows us to get the same amount of revs that most power players get, and we're able to generate the extra power from the extra hand. And usually, my line never changes, which is a really big advantage for me. Now that you see how hard it is to turn and twist your body every which direction, how could you ever consider two-handed bowling cheating ever again?
2 of the best bowlers I consider in the world throw it with 2 hands. I don't consider it cheating.
Shockers up big in game 2. Back at North Rock Lanes, where Wichita State fans are getting excited about a potential 8th championship. 6th frame, 5 to go. Wichita State up 1 game. Rocio Restrepo, 6th frame. Kind of a half pocket hit on a 10.
Light 10, pretty good shot there. Teammates are excited about it. Looks like she moved a little bit left there, Mike. She came up high that first frame.
Great follow through with that hand whipping through past the head.
She's a very energetic person.
Cross lane on the spare.
Changing balls again.
On the 10 pin.
Until halfway down the lane, the crowd liked it.
Wichita State fills the frame in the 6th. McKendree coach Gary White going to go to the bench for Gretchen Alferts to bowl the 6th, the junior from Dixon, Illinois.
McDonald had struggled with 3 open frames. Head coach makes a change. like it pulls off. Pretty good shot there.
Yeah, I mean, for sitting on the bench for a game and a half to come up and hit a half pocket and almost carry the 10.
Definitely what the Bearcats needed, trying to catch a double, get back into the match. But unfortunately, the light 10, most people call it a flat 10. Six-pin lays there in the channel. Pretty good there. You'll see most people nowadays using the spare ball, changing balls, something that goes straight into their spares. Don't have to hook it as much.
Gretchen Ulferts fills the frame for McKendree. Now spare up in the 7th for Melissa Hurst. Pocket hit, another half 10.
Another half 10. Just doesn't look like the ball's finishing as hard as Wichita State would like it to. But a pocket shot, can't complain with those.
And just another, I'm just noticing the great follow-throughs on the Wichita State players. That hand goes whipping up over their head. There it is again.
Another spare. Filling frames are keys to winning matches in tournaments when you use the Baker format.
Coming toward the end, Erica Seibel for McKendree really needs a strike to get her team back in the match.
Wow, what a great shot there by Erica. Gets her team in the mood, lets them know they're still there. This game isn't over yet.
What do you call one of these? Flush 10 into the parking lot.
Pretty good.
I'll buy
Not
that.
much else to say.
Yeah, what a great feeling to come back and share some love with your teammates after a shot like that.
So far, the most consistent player on the show today. Of course, she's left-handed.
On that extreme outside angle. And a strike, carrying the 8.
Another pocket shot. 3 out of 4 shots, strikes. The other one was a flat 7. I'd say she's my MVP of this match so far.
Coming from way outside on the left side. Very unusual to see that type of angle. Now here's Chelsea Walker needing to follow up. Could really use a double.
Definitely important here to hit the pocket.
A little light.
A little bit too far to the right. Leaves the single pin standing. Long follow through.
She kind of knew right off. You could see her reaction. She didn't like it.
Yeah, she knew it off her hand. Changing balls again.
Top of the spare. And McKendree College filling the frame as Wichita State prepares for the 9th and 10th frame, and Mark Lewis with final instructions. And we'll be back with the conclusion of this game after this. Welcome back to The Rock. Wichita State fans, #1 ranked and trying to close out #1 here at the Intercollegiate Team Championships. 9th frame. Emily Meyer up for the Shockers with a strike up. She struck back in the 4th. A strike here puts McKendree in deep trouble. Oh, and a pocket smash from Meyer.
Talk about a big strike. After not having a very good look the first game, she definitely threw 2 great shots the second game. Her team knows how much that shot meant right there.
Here it is, under pressure. Strike up, match on the line, dead flush, and the reaction.
She knew it.
Christina Young up for McKendree. Absolute must strike to stay in the match. Oh, but the 4, which means Wichita State wins its 8th Intercollegiate Team Championship.
That's right, Mike. But this was a really good shot right here by Christina. She looked like she hit the pocket, came up a little high, leaves the 4-pin.
Wichita State starting to celebrate, Sean, but McKendree, what a great run in these championships.
Yeah, finishing second in the nation is nothing to be ashamed of. They had a great week this week. They could build from it. It's a great program. Their coach knows they've got a lot of freshmen on the team. I would expect to see this team back next year looking to try to do what they did this year, but win.
And Alicia Current in a rare non-pressure situation for an anchor bowler, looking to put some frosting on the cake, Sean Rash.
This is one of the best feelings in the world. I remember in '03 just getting up there and just hitting some pins. This is a great feeling.
It's the bowling equivalent of taking a knee and, hey, it crumbled a washout. Take the break at the end.
But like I said, all they had to do was keep it on the lane, get some pins. Their team knew that that's all they needed.
There's the Wichita State fans, and what's it like to go through the collegiate bowling season, to come all the way to the intercollegiate team, and then to walk off a winner?
Well, the good thing about winning is you don't have to think about anything else. You know, the bad thing about losing is you have to try to think about what it takes to win. But like I said, McKendree has nothing to be ashamed of. Wichita State had a great season. They've been ranked #1 all season long. Just a great performance by these girls today.
And there they are, the Wichita State Shockers, 8th National Intercollegiate Team Champions. What an exciting afternoon of competition here at North Rock Lanes. And the Kerm-Helmer Cup is about to be hoisted. And again, a great opportunity for McKendree to participate here in these championships.
Coach Lewis here subbing in Ashley Cox, a transfer from Western Illinois. She came here because she wanted to win.
And the senior getting to put the finishing touches on a national championship.
The celebration starts. It's already kind of started, but what a great performance.
What a great tradition, just extended. More hardware for that great trophy case back at Wichita State. Another great story to tell. And here's Holly Karner mopping up for McKendree. Another left-hander delivering a strike. Holly gets a chance to get her name in the record book.
Pretty good shot there. I mean, it's a shame she probably wasn't in the match earlier.
But they're your winners.
The Bearcats giving another player an opportunity to throw some shots. Watch her finish up here.
Powerful left-handed stroke. And kicking the 7. Could use that earlier.
Well, the left side definitely looked easier than the right side today, but that wasn't what it was about. It was about filling frames, communicating through your teammates down the lineup.
Coach Mark Lewis, another championship to add to his list. Already a USBC Hall of Famer through his bowling performance. Final score, Wichita State 200, McKendree 165. Hoisting the Kerm-Helmer Cup, your champions, the Shockers of Wichita State University. There it is, the Kerm-Helmer Cup in honor of the great Erie Community College coach. A great effort on behalf of our runners-up. But we go laneside now with Sean Rash to the Wichita State Shockers.
Coach Lewis, this is your 8th national title. How sweet is it to win in front of your hometown?
Oh, this is an awesome feeling, you know, to have this support. We get this kind of support all year long. It's great to be able to have this tournament here, for us to be able to perform at this kind of level and to be able to bring a championship back to Wichita and have the women who started all the championships get back in the lead again, 8 and 7. It's really a great feeling.
So there's a huge rivalry between the men's and women's championship totals.
That's a little bit of a battle. I mean, the women were ahead for so long. I was on the first one as a player and just creeped back, but still, we were second-class citizens as a men, so it's nice that the women, because they're the ones who started the tradition of championships for Wichita State, so it's great to get it back to that level.
Well, congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, Sean.
And the great tradition at Wichita State continues with another intercollegiate bowling championship. Winning never gets old. Now down again laneside with Sean Rash and the McKendree captain.
I'm here with Rebecca Dyers of the McKendree women's team. This is your 4th time in nationals for your team. How do you explain the excitement that you guys had today?
We were just thrilled to be here. I mean, top 2 in the country, and you know, we did our best out there, so I'm so proud of the team. We don't have anything to be ashamed about at all.
Well, very good job this week. We look forward to you in the future years. Great job again.
Thanks, Sean. Once again, your champions, the Wichita State Shockers. For more information on bowling and other college sports, log on to CSTV.com, the ultimate destination for scores, news, highlights, and analysis. For Sean Rash, this is Mike Jakubowski. So long from Wichita, Kansas. You are watching CSTV, the expert in college sports.